Hello everybody, I'm Alex Dodd and welcome to Dodd Sports Network. This past weekend I had a chance to go to Atlantic Coast Conference Media Days, and today that's what the show is going to be about, the Atlantic Division, and previewing how I think the Atlantic is going to shake out this season. The media decided the preseason standings for the ACC this year, and this is how it shook out. Clemson in first place, Florida State in second, NC State in third, Wake Forest at 4, Maryland at 5, and Syracuse at 6, with Boston College coming in last in the Atlantic Division. Clemson and Florida State took all the first place votes, Clemson with 102 and Florida State with 18. My vote was with Clemson for first place just because I believe they're more experienced and a far superior team to Florida State this season. In the championship voting, Clemson overwhelmed Florida State being the second place team, with 95 votes to Florida State's 15. And I agree completely with this, that Florida State's going to come in second in the Atlantic and Clemson in first. My sleeper for the Atlantic Division, the Maryland Terrapins, with C.J. Brown back at quarterback this year. Last season they ended up getting all the way to their linebacker having to play quarterback because their first, second, and third stringers all suffered injuries last season. But if C.J. Brown can come back healthy, Maryland is my sleeper in the Atlantic Division. I have an interview right now with Dabo Swinney, head coach of the Clemson Tigers, and here's that interview. Hello, Coach. Alex Dodd, Dodd Sports Network, Greenville, South Carolina. Yes, sir. Last season, Venables, the hire of him, really seemed to charge up the defense, and they shaved 5 points off of the opponent's points per game average. And how do you look on improving that this season with the young defensive backs?
Well, this time last year, we were a major work in progress defensively. It was scary, actually. I said that, several times. It probably wasn't going to be pretty early, but we'd get better, and we did get better. It really culminated with just an incredible performance defensively in our bowl game. And, that's the expectation. The big thing is we have grown up in the trenches. Last year, we had one senior, no juniors, and so they were all freshmen and sophomores. And the one senior we had is with the Falcons now, so now, fast forward a year later, we've got all juniors and some key sophomores. So just really excited about the development of those guys and also our linebackers. I really feel like our front seven is going to be a strength of our team. They were a question mark on our team last year. And, when this season is over, I'll be incredibly disappointed if our front seven is not one of our main strengths, if not the strength of our football team. Because when you can be good up front, defensively, it sure solves a lot of problems. So I'm really excited about the guys coming back, how they've worked, the competition, the depth, the talent, the experience. We just got a lot of work to do to go get ready now. We should be much improved in year 2 under Coach Venables. We still got some work to do in the secondary, but hopefully those guys up front will allow us to maybe buy a little time with those guys.
I hope you enjoyed that interview with Dabo. Here's an interview with second in the voting head coach Jimbo Fisher from Florida State University. The past Alex Dodd, Dodd Sports Network, Greenville, South Carolina. The past 4 years, it's been a battle in the Atlantic Division between Clemson and Florida State. Do you see it being that way again this year? It was a battle in the voting.
Well, I think that would definitely, that's what everyone's saying, but I still think there's a lot of other teams in this league that are really closing the gap, and all those games will be competitive. Like I say, all of them are going to be one win, one loss, so we have to take them all very importantly. But we've obviously been the 2 teams that have been there the most. We've been there 2 out of the last 3 years, and the other year Clemson was there. So from that standpoint, it's a big game. It's turned into a big game. It's made it a little bit of a rivalry from within your own division. And it usually has been a very pivotal game. But there'll be other games that'll be very important in that too. But that's one of those games that usually has a lot of emphasis on what happens in our league. So it's a great atmosphere and environment, especially when you go up there to Death Valley. That's going to be a tough challenge.
I hope you enjoyed the interview with Jimbo. Here's Dave Doeren, head coach of the North Carolina State Wolfpack in his first season as NC State head coach. Coach Alex Dodd, Dodd Sports Network, Greenville, South Carolina. How has the team accepted you being a first-year head coach?
Well, I think you probably should have asked the players that yesterday. from my standpoint, it seems like they're enjoying it. They're working hard. I think we've gotten better. Our team GPA's gone up. We have the highest GPA we've had in NC State football history, so I think the proof's in the pudding on that one. We have a long way to go on the field. I was disappointed in our ball security in our spring game. That's the last practice I got with our guys, so that's what I'm going to base where we're at on. And defense is ahead of the offense. I think the mentality that our guys bring to work every day is outstanding, and I'm excited about that.
And here is Scott Shaffer, head coach of the Syracuse Orange. I cut out my question on accident. I started recording too late, and I cut the question in half because he talked too long. But this is Syracuse head coach Scott Shaffer on the tradition of the Syracuse Orange.
But our tradition goes far and beyond those things as well. Our tradition is such that you take a lot of kids from the Northeast, but a lot of kids from all over the country as well that have played in our university. They put this big old dome up right up on our campus. It's right up on the top of the hill there, and it's a place that's not easy to play in. I had just left Michigan to come here and played in a stadium that had 110,000 people, and I couldn't believe on third down how much louder it was in the Carrier Dome. A difficult place to play, but more importantly, a program that values its kids going to class and getting a degree, a quality degree from a difficult institution in the country. So that's what we are. That's what our tradition is. The tradition that I spoke of earlier in the recruiting process. Developing kids that weren't big name recruits coming out. To me, that's part of our tradition, and not apologizing for not being ranked high in recruiting. But at the end of the season, winning a bowl game against, for us last year, West Virginia, a team that always has had some great recruits, and a team that was a big rivalry team. We're going to miss playing them. A team that's done a lot of great things on the football field and offense. Our tradition is taking a bunch of no-name kids and beating those types of schools. So hopefully we can continue to do some of those things as we move forward.
Thank you everybody for watching. Like and share this video. Hit that little subscribe button in the bottom left-hand corner. And special thank yous to Dabo Swinney, Jimbo Fisher, Dave Doeren, Scott Shaffer, Jeff Fischel from the ACC, Mike Finn from the ACC, and the Atlantic Coast Conference in general for permission to go to Atlantic Coast Conference Media Days and get these interviews. And thank you to the viewers. I couldn't do it without you. Have a great night, and God bless.